For centuries, knowledge has been hidden in plain sight across the sands of time. Whispers of lost civilizations, cryptic symbols, and forbidden histories have been erased or concealed. What if the truth was never lost, but hidden? Welcome to Eye of Ancient Mysteries, where the past speaks and the future listens. Sit back, open your mind, and prepare to uncover the untold secrets of our world. Let the journey begin now. The Thracians could heal with words alone. Magical incantations are best passed down through the maternal line. You've probably heard of Baene, a folk incantation healing, and some of you may have even visited old women who have the gift of relieving physical pain by silently whispering magical spells while gently rubbing your forehead or waving their hands over your head. But the true power of these words and actions remains unknown, as they are passed on in complete secrecy. Baene is an ancient tradition of supernatural influence over a person's mental and physical health. It is a magical healing ritual that has been performed for millennia, rooted in priestly rites, where the most devoted would utter specific verbal formulas to invoke good omens, ask for the favor of nature's forces and gods, and ensure abundance. These rituals likely gave rise to healing through magical spells, a practice once widespread across many cultures. Baene, as a component of folk medicine, can be found in the most archaic layers of primitive culture. Similar healing incantations have been discovered on cuneiform tablets from Mesopotamia, dating back to the 4th millennium BCE. Magical healing practices were known to the Thracians, Slavs, and Proto-Bulgarians. In the history of Bithynia, the ancient chronicler Arrian writes that Thrace was a nymph, skilled in spells and herbs, capable of both relieving and causing suffering. The Thracians believed that the spirit and body were inseparable and that the soul was immortal. In his work Charmides, Plato testifies that the Thracians could heal the soul with words. Such is the nature of the incantation, Charmides. I learned it during the campaign from a Thracian physician, a student of Zalmoxis, about whom it is said that he made people immortal. And Zalmoxis, he told me, our king, who is also a god, says that just as one should not attempt to treat the eyes without the head, nor the head without the body, one should not attempt to heal the body without the soul. The temples of the mythical Thracian king, over 500 years old, can still be seen near the village of Strakovo in the Silistra region, known as the Sacred Valley of Zalmoxis. In medieval Bulgaria, Baene was widely practiced and documented in Semyon's collection Tun 73. Priest Jeremias, 10th–11th century, known for healing people and reportedly performing miracles, was condemned as a sorcerer who had made a pact with the devil. The anti-Bogomil literature also mentions other healers who used Baene in their practices: Vasilij the healer, Simon the sorcerer, and Lycopet. Presbyter Cosmas strongly condemned them. Therefore, O Christ, lovers, even if you see a heretic casting out demons, healing the blind, or raising the dead, do not believe it. They honor their heresies and chant some basmus, as their master, the devil, has taught them to babble. The living folklore tradition of Martinitsi, March amulets, is also tied to the belief in the purifying power of fire and magical protection against evil eyes and disease. Martinitsi are believed to drive away evil spirits' eyes and illnesses. In the Smolian region, Baenitsi, stones with holes, are often added to the amulets to strengthen their effect. A blue thread is used against the evil eye, while red symbolizes health, love, and luck. Bane and divination with Baenitsi were once widespread. Baenitsi were also made into necklaces and amulets, used both as decoration and protection. In folklore, there are two main types of healers: Vrach, a herbalist seered, and Baech, spell healed. The first heals primarily with herbs, while the second relies on magical rituals and incantations. Despite the Church's condemnation, these individuals were generally respected. Bulgarian ethnographers confirm this. In the early 19th century, folklorist Petar Lubanov wrote, "Among the common people, seers and spell healers are held in higher regard than even the priest or teacher." Scholars suggest this is because Bulgarians make a clear distinction between the Bayakka, healing woman, and the witch. The former does good, healing people and animals, while the latter practices harmful black magic. Even though Baene is a pagan practice, most Bayachki in Bulgaria are devout Christians. It is believed that the power of Baene is passed down maternally, ideally skipping a generation from grandmother to granddaughter. This also reflects pagan traditions of initiation. If there is no girl, or she is unwilling, the gift can be passed to a boy. For a successful transfer, the Bayaka must be pure, i.e., single or abstinent for at least 3 days, and the girl should be prepubescent. If passed to a boy, he must be virginal. It is believed the apprentice can perform Baene, but the full power only comes after the teacher dies. Baene is never charged for. If someone insists, they may leave a coin on the ground. The Bayaka must step on it and say, "Help from me, health from God and the Holy Mother." The money is left on the ground because all power comes first from the earth. Baene is an ancient form of psychotherapy. If we try to translate Baene into modern terms, its closest parallel would be certain techniques in psychotherapy and autosuggestion. Baene works on the energy body, which in turn affects the physical body. Psychotherapist Orlin Bave explains how Baene was believed to function. It is assumed that the Baech has a connection with the beyond, and that all illnesses are caused by evil spirits. The Baech has the ability to drive the spirit out of the victim's body. He compares it to Reiki. A skilled Bayachka must exude an unshakable sense of authority, and just visiting her should instill the firm belief that healing will follow. One must cast aside doubts, anxieties, or skepticism. If this mental release is achieved, the first healing step is already taken. Then come the carefully performed gestures and words of the ritual, arranged in a precise, ceremonial sequence to invoke a sense of peace and protection. The main goal is to induce complete mental calm in the person seeking help. This breaks the cycle of fear and negative self-programming, the root of illness, as imagined in folk belief. Illness is cursed and driven into the wild with threats. Everyone wonders what is said in a Belkas healing chant, as it is usually whispered or spoken silently to avoid being overheard. According to the Encyclopedic Dictionary of Bulgarian Mythology, a belka is a verbal formula with a fixed, stable text spoken softly by an initiated person, beachka, vrakka, to perform a spell, banish or appease illness, and heal the subject. The words vary. Illness is often described as a black bird or a black cow with a black calf and black milk, served in a black bowl by a black woman in a black house. When evil eye is suspected, the beachka banishes it with incantations to a wild place far from people, such as to the desolate forest where the sun never shines, where the wind never blows, where the rooster never crows, the dog never barks, the sheep never bleat, the goats never scream. Sometimes illnesses are threatened to leave. In more severe cases, mercy is begged. Alternatively, good spirits are summoned for help. Folklorists have recorded some belki. For example, to drive away fear, while cutting the air with a knife above the victim's head, the following is whispered: "Run, rabid bitch, the rabid wolf comes. The rabid wolf comes, run, rabid bitch. Run, rabid bitch, the rabid wolf comes. Let fear go to the wild forest, where no axe cuts, where no rooster crows, no dog barks, where no shepherd herds sheep, where birds do not sing. In a green bowl with green patterns, clean water is poured. A live coal is used to make a cross over the water, and the chant is, a gray bird flew, white milk dripped. It dripped on stones, the stones cracked. May the eyes that cursed dove name crack the same. If it was a man, may his sword break. If it was a woman, may her bosom burst. If it was a maiden, may her hair fall out." According to folklore, the timing of the incantation is crucial. For children, it is done at sunrise. For men, on the eve of Monday or Thursday. For women, on the eve of Wednesday or Saturday. For diseases caused by mythical woodland nymphs, Samodavi, Baene is done after sunset.